This is why men ghost you.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please like, share and subscribe to get the latest updates and videos. Today, we'll be talking about why men ghost women. I have put together a few videos for you to watch as we go over this topic, and at the end of it, I'll share my thoughts with you on this. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video.
This is why men ghost you. And no, it wasn't because he got busy. 3 reasons men ghost. He's not interested in you, he's talking to someone else, or maybe he's just unsure. Which is absolutely fine. The problem is he didn't have the, cojones to tell you. So how do you deal with someone who ghosts you? Well, you send them a very long message explaining exactly... Kidding, don't do that. No, if he ghosted you, you quietly move on, because when he comes back, and he will come back, you take away his access to you, and that hurts more than any text you could send him. Oh, how do you know this? Because I've been the guy who didn't have the cojones to let someone know I'm not interested, and when I did ghost them, and they just didn't do anything about it, it almost like held a mirror, and that indifference made me learn my lesson. So make him learn his lesson.
Ladies, why do guys ghost girls that they showed so much interest in the beginning, right? Listen, as a guy, I'm gonna be honest why I've done that in the past. Like, listen, as a guy, it's just so much easier to just ghost a girl than having to go through the confrontation of telling a girl that you know likes you. You know she's a good girl that, hey, listen, I just don't think this is gonna work. That's hard, right? Because you feel bad. Like, you don't want to crush this chick's whole fucking soul, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. And I learned as I got wiser not to do shit like that. But let's be honest, as guys, it's so much easier to just ghost. And it's also because, like, he could have an ex, bro. Like, as men, like, we love more than girls. I'm sorry, but we love more than women. Like, when we love a woman, fuck all that I'm gonna do better. Like, we don't give a fuck if the girl's toxic or whatever. If we love her, we staying with her forever. That's men, bro. So I hope that gave y'all some clarity, bro.
Understanding Men Part 2, Why Do Men Ghost Good Women? Welcome to the Daddy Academy. So there's a few things you gotta understand about ghosting, okay? One, a man who is truly about you, wants to date you, takes you seriously, sees a future with you, will not ghost you under any circumstances, okay? So let's get that clear. If somebody's ghosting you, you're feeling a ghosty vibe, a little spooky, he's not for you. Plain and simple. One misconception I hear all the time is, oh, he pulled back, he ghosted because he was catching feelings and he didn't know what to do, so he disappeared for a little bit. Is that true? Does that happen? No, that doesn't fucking happen. And if this guy, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that actually happened. He caught so much feelings for you that he pulled away and he ghosted you. He didn't talk to you for a week. Is that normal to you? Is that normal behavior? Is that how you want your partner to handle having feelings of love? It's fucking weird. So even if that was the case, that's not an excuse. It's not something you should put up with. So why do men ghost? Why do they do it? The reason why men ghost, though, or why this might have happened to you, is because men typically do not have as many options as women. I know that might be hard to believe. A lot of you might not think that, but it's true, okay? So a man is really never going to completely close the door on a situation, okay? Very rarely, I'm sure most of you out there, how many times have you gotten a message from a man saying, hey, I know we've been seeing each other, but I'm not feeling it. Best of luck to you. Like, it doesn't really happen that often. Because if he's been going out with you, there's an attraction there. Maybe you hooked up, maybe you didn't. But he wants to keep the door open just so he has the abundance of the options. So it's a safer option to just ghost, separate, pull back, and ghost rather than close the door in case he wants to come back. I'm not saying it's right, but that's kind of where the mindset is. It's not always malicious like that. So sometimes they just feel like, instead of letting her down and saying something, maybe just pulling back and ghosting is a safer option depending on where you are in a relationship. If this is like 2-3 months in, yeah, it's kind of fucked up. But if we're talking 3 dates or so here, that's it's personal opinion. But really the main reason why you're gonna get ghosting from men is to just keep the door open. If he slams it shut, says I'm not feeling anything, slams it shut, he can't really come back to you. But by leaving it a little ambiguous, he can always try to sneak back in there if he goes out to venture and the well is dry. Good luck out there, ladies. I know it's a shit show.
If a man is ghosting you and you are going crazy, dear God, please, please do this. When a man ghosts you, as a female, we have an urge for some reason, something's telling us inside that we need to tell them that we saw something. We saw something with them, or we thought that they led us on, and we want an explanation. That voice is going to make us want to text him, call him, have any sort of context with him so that we can have some sort of knowledge or explanation for all of this. But no answer is an answer. No response is a big response. Let that sink in. You are not his mother, and you are not there to tell him and teach him what he likes and what he wants. Of course, it's normal to feel like you're not good enough and you want that validation from someone. But we need to ask ourselves, why are we letting one single man upset us that much? One single man when there are billions and millions of men on this earth. We all have a choice. And that man had a choice. He had a choice to either explain to you that he is going to go ghost, that something's happening in his life, that you are not the one. Whatever that reason may be for his ghosting, he had a choice to tell you that and be a man. But he chose that easy way out. He chose to just ghost you and never respond. And what on earth does that say about him? Him not respecting your time, him not giving you any explanation to anything, him choosing the easy way out. This man has clearly some sort of issue without being able to be a man and step up to the plate and explain himself physically, emotionally, whatever that may be. But this would happen sooner or later in the relationship if you ever get there. He would take the easy way out. Maybe he'd take the easy way out and do something stupid. Maybe he would take the easy way out again and then ghost you further down the road. If he hops back into that conversation and says hello after a month's time or after a year's time, please, girl, do not let him waste any more of your time, because if he's choosing the easy way out now without respecting you, he's gonna do it again. And let's save ourselves from that.
Ghosting is when someone just stops communication without explanation or reason. You don't know why on your end. And I'm going to share with you a few key reasons why men ghost women. Emotional avoidance. Men may find it hard to answer difficult emotions or conversations. Society often discourages men from expressing vulnerability, making avoidance easier than explanation. Example, fear of hurting feelings or handling conflict. Lack of connection or interest. Sometimes men realize they're not as interested as they initially thought. They might not want to lead someone on, but lack the courage to end things respectfully. Inculpability. Tie this to emotional maturity and how men handle self-doubt. Toxic dating culture has become normalized in casual dating, highlight how instant gratification and low accountability in modern relationships contribute. Bringing up social factors such as men are considered to move on quickly, impact solutions, and impact ghosting on women, creating emotional distress, overthinking, and insecurity can damage trust in future relationships. How to handle ghosting? Address that ghosting is more about the person ghosting than the person being ghosted. Don't internalize it. Move forward and focus on yourself. For men, encourage open communication and emotional accountability. Suggest that ending things respectfully strengthens maturity and avoids long-term guilt. In conclusion, I must say, ghosting is often rooted in avoidance, insecurity, or societal norms. Call for healthier communication in relationships. So there you have it, guys. Ghosting is quite a sad and serious thing, but it actually is good if you realize that it's actually showing you where the person actually puts you and where you stand. So actually apply the correct action and wisdom on how to respond to that and do the correct thing. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, bye bye.